Hello, hello. We got. Oh, there we go. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Today we're starting off with a art stream. It's been a while since I've done one of these because, well, I have to like draw for a reason. Normally, I do stuff for video making or for other people. Like recently, I just finished doing a logo for my little bro's school. But other than that, it's been a while since I sat down and done a piece. So that's what we're gonna get to. That's what we're gonna get to today. Wow. Oh man. It's a long week. It's only Wednesday and I'm already feeling the effects of it. How are you guys? Welcome, welcome. Welcome Karma Frappe, welcome Pog. Hope you guys are doing well. It is our early morning stream. Maybe slightly late afternoon for some of us on the East Coast. But I hope you guys are doing well. Mama Han really likes this hour because she gets to watch me while she works. So Mama Han, I don't know when she's gonna come in to stream, but she might be here. Yes, very early morning. I still haven't had my lunch yet. I was in the middle of eating lunch and I was like, oh, I gotta stream today. I gotta make sure I entertain a crowd today. I forget sometimes what Wednesday's hours are, but I still come here. I still make it on time. Are you gonna fix that sleep schedule of yours, Pog? Maybe you should probably look into that. Give me a second here. Let me just calibrate some things. Lamal, no, you're not gonna fix that? I don't think it's healthy to sleep at 3 AM and then... As long as you're getting 8 hours sleep, that's my motto. But I definitely feel like a different person when I have 8 hours sleep. But my wake-up schedule at 10 AM feels different from my wake-up schedule at 12 PM. I try not to, right? Because I gotta feed my Snorlax 3 times a day on Pokemon Sleep. And that's... I have to require... That requires me to like wake up before 12. I usually fall asleep soon after you start, lol. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. Don't leave your computer on just for me. Save your electricity. If you're not gonna be using it when you're asleep, don't worry about it. But I do appreciate it though. Okay, I actually don't want to hear too long in the chatting screen, because we can do that at our screen. So I'm gonna switch over to that right now. Right here, right now. Here we go. This is the piece we're working on today. This is actually an old piece of mine. Yeah, it's an old piece of mine that I wanted to kind of take a crack at today. It's been a while since I've done this one. I think this was back... I want to say 1 year ago. I haven't done this in a while. Very pretty. Yeah, it is very pretty. The downside is that I don't remember where the original reference or what it looked like. So I might have to look at some lighting reference as well today. Or maybe we can just ham it out. Hash it out. I think one thing that my goals for today is just to at least carve out the lighting. It's gonna be our usual 2.5 hour stream. But I can't guarantee that this is gonna get very far in the piece, as you know, with any art stream. Excuse me. One of these days I want to do like a speed run of an art stream where we just like try to finish a piece in 2.5 hours or something. Sissy. First, let us drape this up. I personally don't know whether she's laying on the ground or she's... I think she is laying on the ground, but the hair doesn't really show that. So I want to put emphasis on where you should be focusing your attention on a little bit. I kind of feel that a little, where it's like, gosh, her body's laying down, but her hair doesn't seem to follow that physics somehow. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why. I think we actually gotta erase this. Try to experiment a little bit with our attention. How are you guys? Recently actually, someone yesterday reached out to me on Twitter, asking me advice about character design. Cause you know I did invite someone. I invited people who watch my character design videos to reach out to me for advice if they wanted to, and someone actually did reach out to me, which I think is really cool. I've been meaning to get to them, but they sent the message around, or at least I found out they messaged me around like 2 AM last night, so I couldn't get to it. But I did accept the request, so I will answer their stuff. It's on the ceiling. She doesn't have Spider-Man's power like that. Come on. Anti-gravity power. Anti-gravity is a very OP power. I was thinking about that because it's an Elden Ring power that happens. I kind of want I don't want that like hair that we had at the beginning of the stream because it felt like it detached itself from the character we're doing. We might do some variation of it, but we're gonna try to keep it more contained so that it still keeps your attention, but not kind of keep you, not distract you, you know. It's good for creator to respond to people that ask to talk at least at the start. No, I really do enjoy it. One of my things is that I really enjoy helping out people. So well, first of all, it's very commendable that people have the courage to reach out to a creator directly for advice on their stuff. You know, not everyone feels comfortable doing that. I feel not that comfortable reaching out to people on Twitter and asking for advice on things, even though they may be like, oh, you know, don't feel free to reach out to me. No. I cannot bother you like that. Make use of your time on silly little me, you know? That's the sort of thought I have when I think about reaching out to people on Twitter. Because there are big creators I follow, and one of them was like, yeah, you know, just I'm chill. Don't be afraid to reach out to me, but no matter what they tweet, I just can't see them as anything but like a big creator. Well, what's the opposite of that term, you know? Actually, maybe I should go back to older hair and then we'll try to figure out the... I think we have to lighten this out and make sure it's not in focus. Like, you know how people... There's a term for... parasocial relationship where like you're just a viewer who wants the attention of the person you're watching, right? I'm kind of the opposite of that. I like the relationship where the person I admire or I think is cool or is like a big creator on the internet, I want them to not perceive me. I want them to just be themselves and I just get to watch from afar kind of thing. I think there's like I guess like a beauty in that kind of relationship. Wait, I guess admiration. That's the best way to describe it. Sometimes it's... What's that phrase they say? They say, never meet your hero, right? There's sometimes where you don't want to directly approach them on that sort of thing. I think so, at least. I think so, at least. I think it's too flared out, so I gotta keep it controlled a little bit. I mean, assuming I... I'm like mogul male guy. Oh yeah, I say that, but if you get 100 messages a day, I feel a lot. I don't think I'm gonna get 100 messages a day. I'm very confident that I won't get like one every now and then. But I think it's very fun and manageable because I like exercising my creative power and trying to problem solve. Because a lot of hair design, right, is basically solving a problem that you're trying to present. That's the best way to describe it. I think for a job of a concept artist, I'm not much of a concept artist myself, but I do enjoy like trying to figure out how to convey certain qualities or certain professions on a more subtle note. I look at people IRL. Better to be mysterious and not share their life because some are just like bad people. I mean, it's good that they're being exposed to their bad deed, but at the same time, I think it loses the mystique in a way when we get too close to them and remove them from their pedestal. I mean, there are people who are, yeah, I know I want to get I'm become friends with them, but there are some people who are like, oh, I just want to admire. For example, Robert Downey Jr. He's someone that I think is super cool on screen, but I don't think I could ever or want to be friends with the guy. Hi 499, welcome. I'm so sorry about my voice, guys. I just woke up. I didn't just wake up. I was in bed for a long while. Then I was like, oh, streaming. New Jer art. Congrats 499 on the cover, on the new cover you just dropped recently. Very happy for you. Hope you continue more covers. Cause they're really good. They're really good. Alright, excuse. I need to drop this in gray. Because I want to kind of carve out the lighting in this. Or at least try to. Oh, how do I want the lighting? That's something I shall decide. You're blessed, Jueri? Why? Why am I blessed? I am not blessed by any means. I am but a humble servant of the Lord and Savior Jueri. It's time. It's time. 499 is a beast. 499 can draw, sing, get noticed by music senpais. It's incredible, honestly. Let me move this a little higher. You should be proud. Actually, you are proud. You actually went and DM'd me directly about it too. Huh? You know? Yeah. People call me Jueri, but I don't think anyone has called me like Miss Haan. No one's called me Miss Haan. I think that's kinda... That'd be a sight to behold. That's all I can really say. Give me a second. I'm gonna cough, so I gotta mute myself. Okay. Madam Haan? Oh my god. Up until Boss Lady. The Boss Lady was a fun nickname you guys had for a bit. Just for a bit. I want to carve out my shadow for this. So that it's a lot easier to sort of manage our colors once we go into the nitty-gritty details. This is still in the sketch phase, I suppose. That's the best way I could describe this. It's definitely in the sketch phase of things because I want to make sure everything's perfect. God, it's been a while. I don't remember what tools I use. Bro, art's a difficult endeavor. I don't know. I'm gonna just keep using flat marker. Mrs. Haan? Yo, that's not... That's... Is that even possible? Can I be Mrs. Haan? Because the idea of Mrs. Haan is that I married someone with the same last name as me, or I get to keep my last name because the guy I married is allowing me to not take his last name. Would you guys be okay with that though? How do you guys feel if like the person you're dating or a person you're getting married to, they're like, yes, I'll marry you, but I don't want to take on your last name. Do you feel offended? Do you feel... How do you feel about that? It's not a very common occurrence, but it sometimes might happen, right? How does one go about their way with such a request? I'm just curious about it, that's all. Oh, this is obviously gonna be in the light. Hi, welcome Neru. I'm keeping my last name. Maybe, you know, it's 2023. You can take on your wife's last name. The Jueri 499 Club 2024 stairs. I'm down for it. I'm down for it. Just let me cook. I feel bad because I released one video and then I never kept up with it. I released one YouTube video and I want to release another one, but in order to do that, I have to reduce my streams to kind of balance both of the endeavors I'm trying to pursue right now. I thought it's pretty common to not change last name after marriage. It's super normal family. In my family, I guess what happens is that well, in case of Mama Haan, for example, she took on Papa Han's last name, but she kept her last name and moved it around. I guess it's sort of non-common, maybe? I'm not exactly sure. I thought it was uncommon though. I don't hear... You know what's interesting? My middle school friend, I remember, she had a really funky middle name, and I asked her about it, and she told me that it's actually her mother's maiden name. So her name is like... It's like Sally... Let's say her name is Sally Smith, right? It's like Sally... Sally... Downey Smith. I'm just borrowing Robert Downey Jr.'s last name just for this context, since we talked about him briefly a little bit. And I was just thinking like, oh, that's something. I don't know if I would agree with putting like my last name onto my child's like middle name. If I'm gonna give my child a middle name, it better be like a good middle name. I actually don't have a middle name, as you guys know. My name is JueriHaan, not Jueri something something Han. I always thought about why did they decide to do that? Why couldn't they just be normal and give me like a middle name? But when I thought about it, I'm like, most people are like embarrassed by their middle name if anything, right? They don't really have they don't really have a middle name that they're proud of. I feel like I don't understand the sort of like, oh, I'm so embarrassed by my middle name, forgive me. I'm like, what? Why would you be embarrassed by it? I don't get it. I don't get it. I would feel kind of bad if I met someone and said, hey, if we're gonna get married, you're gonna take my last name. That seems... I'm kind of okay with changing my last name. If I get married, you guys will know it because my last name will change. I will make sure to make it known that I'm Jueri Smith from now on. Probably. I should put a lot of folds in here, so it should be easy to figure out the lighting situation. Oh no, I forgot. I have a middle name because my whole family name in Viet is kind of a proverbial phrase. Do you want a proverbial phrase though? What? That's kind of interesting actually. I'm not sure if I could do that. Hi Vina, welcome. Cute Maid. Oh yeah, it looks a lot better if I didn't add the lighting to it. But I want to make it somewhat dramatic in this piece. Trying to figure out a lighting scenario that fits, but I'm not exactly sure. Because this is from an old reference photo, but I don't know where the reference photo is anymore. Where is it? Who knows? Maybe one day I'll find out. I'll let you guys know. I'm scared. I'm scared because I'm at the age... I was talking to a little... I can't say little bro. I was just actually talking to Tao, right? My cousin. Because she's on the job search right now. And I was like, are you being pressured by your parents to find a job and stuff? And she told me, no. I'm like, who's pressuring you? She said, myself. And given that she's only 1 year younger, I told her, listen, okay? You are so young, you have so many years ahead of you, you can take your time. And I was like, but me, I'm gonna be in my 25th year on Earth next year. Okay, so I don't have enough time. It hit me. When I said it, I was like, it hit me because I realized, 25? A quarter of a century? That's wild. I can't fathom such a world where I'm obscenely old. Yeah, if it's written last, middle, first, translates to literature, becomes successful. Oddly. Oh, that's really pretty. Somewhere your name means literature, somewhere your name means success. I see. We're so old. I would like to say no, but it's hard to feel like I have enough time nowadays. I will do my best to break that presumption. I kind of wait. I mean, because the blue color is kind of throwing me off a little bit. Oh, this thing covered the entire thing. Why is it like that when I use the bucket tool? Why don't bucket tool properly bucket everything, huh? Do you know what they say? Being old is better than being mold? Nobody says that. Who says that? We don't mold, we just grow a year wiser. That's the best way to describe it, right? I would like to think that the knowledge I have right now at this age will far exceed whatever knowledge I have at the previous age. Every year I'm learning something new and it's kind of scary. I'm starting to feel more and more wise by my years as it goes by. You know, back in the day, I was a pretty mature and serious person because of the healthcare field I worked in. And people were like thinking, oh, you're like 27, 30, 32. Some people thought I was 32 on stream. That was like the common kind of age consensus thing. And like, I was like, guys, I'm only 21. This is like back when I like really streamed, right? And people were like, huh? Because they were surprised at the maturity of it. I was a bit confused because I was like, what are you talking about? Then I realized once I went back to college just for an art semester, I was surprised at the maturity of some people, and I was like, oh, so this is what they're talking about. This is what they thought I was. But I wasn't. I wasn't like this. If anyone's old enough to mold, life doesn't seem all that appealing, not gonna lie. Just find a different life purpose, don't mold. There's a different life purpose to be had. Oh. Might have this be situated in like a kind of like a spotlight maybe of sorts. I look forward to 25. I don't think... You know how some people... So in my experience, right, a lot of late 20s people are super worried about turning 30. This is common consensus over the years that I've seen, at least from my friends that have turned 30 or about to turn 30. They're worried as heck, you know, about this looming large number that they're decade-old, 3-0. Because the feeling you get when you turn 30 isn't the same feeling you get when you turn 10 or 20. Now you're 30, it's like, bam. You have expectations, societal expectation, really. And like, I think 28-year-olds are like the most worrisome people. But then about 29, they start to mellow out. And once they hit 30, they really mellow out. I was like, oh, you know what? Being 30 isn't as bad. There are other people who are 30 years old, just like me. That's the kind of progression I've seen. I'm gonna be different, okay? When I hit 30, I'm gonna be like, or when I'm 29 or 28, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm looking forward to aging. Looking forward to all that. And so I don't feel so bad about it. You know, I thought it was kind of funny, but I saw this tweet where it's like Ariana Grande, and I don't follow her or listen to her music or anything. I just know of her. And she had an interview apparently where she was like, I don't want to get Botox anymore. I want laugh lines to show. I want people to see me age. And I'm just like, okay. And if people are just eating it up, all her fans are like, oh my god, she's so progressive, she's so cool. I'm just like, okay. Yeah, honestly, a lot of the most successful people I know in their fields didn't really have life figure until they got into their 30s. That is true. And one of my favorite people, or one of the more inspiring people I know of this is I think his name's Alphonse. I forgot his name. I'm so sorry. I forgot his last name, but he's an artist on YouTube. And he's actually a professional artist. And he said that he had a pretty late start, around 29-year-old. And he started getting into his art stuff around 29. And he kept at it even at 29, and then he found success around 30. I want to say 34 to 36. That was the general story I've heard of him, but it's been a long time since I followed the guy. But he has an interview, or he had an interview with Proco before that they basically discuss age and success and stuff. And so I was like, oh, honestly, you are very correct. I feel that most people get their stuff figured out 100% by 30. I say that, but then I think about the classmates that got married right off the bat, right out of high school, you know? Those people scare me the most. I swear, my white friends... One of my white friends is such a... It's so scary because he got married. He had a fiance. But then the fiance cheated on him. It's like a whole, like, story I would read or hear about from adults, right? And then I was like, oh wait, I'm an adult. But I'm still in this mindset and I'm in high school or something. Or I'm in this mindset where I'm still a kid. And it's kind of hard for me to grasp, like, stuff like marriage or fiance or having an engagement ring. Stuff like that fades me out. Fades me a little bit. Oops, I need to, like, have proper... I think this one here. I don't know when I'm gonna hit the age where I'm thinking, oh, you know, this is normal to get married at this age. I'm still in the phase of like, dang, we're too young to get married. Obviously, we're not too young to get married, but it's like, I'm just heckin' behind with my priorities. That's all it is. That's all there is to it. We'll be fine, guys. Don't worry. We'll be fine. We will be fine. One of my closest friends got married at 25. Or did you go to his wedding? Did you go to his wedding? I always thought about this, right? Who would I invite to my wedding? Because the number of people I can, like, think about inviting are all online friends. A number of them are online friends. And then, like, you know, it's just... I don't know. The thought of, like, inviting people to a wedding is it's kind of hard to make a list right off the bat. Some people can, but I can't make the list right now. Wait, do I want to like this? No, I think I want to like this. Maybe. I still haven't been to an actual wedding. Oh man, I hate to say it, but a lot of the weddings I've been to are like Asian style weddings, I suppose. Asian style weddings. Yeah, I'm from the moon and all, but culturally we're in that category of people, okay? And so I never really experienced like a Western wedding before. Like the church bell, the throwing of rice and not eating it, which is crazy to me, right? The release of doves, the little like cans attached to the cars when they get married. I want to experience all of that. I want to see like I want to hear that you may now kiss the bride. I wanna like does anyone have any objection? And I stand up and be like, yes, Marty has cheated on Sally for 2 years with their next door neighbor or something, you know? Like, I want that experience at least one time in my life, so I can be like, yes, I experienced this, and I can say that I prefer the eating culture where we celebrate by making and eating food. That's what I want. Okay, that's what I want to experience. Just one time. Surely I'm not missing out on anything, but just to make sure, I would like to go through it at least once. But if it comes down to that, you know, it's possible. It's possible. He hasn't had his wedding yet because he's a poor college student. Jesus Christ, his priorities. Okay, but you know what? It's kind of nice just to be like, oh, you know, me and my fiance, even though I'm a college student, me and my fiance would like to go to your party. at your frat house or something. Go to bed? No, you go to bed, bro. It's too early for you. Hi, El. Welcome, welcome. Also, hello, Porgenius. Thank you for stopping by today. I love your art. Thank you. I appreciate your compliments. Mom, this is Spicy Boy 21, but you can refer to him as Jeff. No, no. Finding someone online would be... that'd be interesting. That's all I can say. I don't know how I feel about that quite yet. Well, I see that, but then I met a lot of online friends that way. Wouldn't be surprised if it progressed in that direction too. Like, I've always had it in my mind to not even consider marriage until around my 30s, and I have to know the person for like 5 years. I feel that too, right? And it has to be through natural meeting. I'm the concept of going on a blind date and seeing if you like the person with the prospect of becoming boyfriend, girlfriend, and then marrying. It's kind of a lot of pressure, I think. I prefer the friends to lover route, but then like it's weird because a lot of my friends are such bros to me that I can't consider them like potential partners even. Or probably for the better. I like it that way. The bouquet throw looks fun. The bouquet throw, you know the bouquet throw, right, Tal? The idea that if you catch the bouquet, you're destined to be next for marriage and stuff. You know that too, right? It's not just for fun like that. It's also because it's like a superstition that if you catch one, you'll get married next. And we'll all be invited to your wedding after. Oh no, he's already gotten married. They just haven't had a proper wedding party yet. But I got the tease about having wife. Oh, so like they got married at the courthouse, right? They just basically got the official document. Just like, all right, now you're husband and wife. Like, actually, I heard that getting married at courthouse costs like $60 or something, and some people do that to save money, which I think is really. It's also okay too. It's okay to have a wedding party later down the line when you're not financially ready for that. But I have heard about courthouse marriages before, and those are okay. I don't mind that at all. Actually, I want to close out the shadows on this one a little bit more. Oh man, where's it? If I caught a bouquet, I think I'm very happy. It would definitely make you confident one day. Like, oh, I can get married next. I can be next in line for this. Wouldn't that make you happy? It would make me kind of nervous actually. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go run for it because I'm a very competitive person. But the moment I catch him, like, oh no, bouquet. Well, me too, but Jerry, you want to get married? It's kind of strange, but I think... So I have my own life path for things, right? My life path is that I find someone at 25 and get married at 28. I don't want to get married at 29 or 30. Well, I guess 29 would be okay. 30 is also okay, but then 31, 32... I would like to be settled by then. Have the honor of being someone's wife. by 32. That's it. I guess 33 I could kind of stretch it out. Okay, maybe I gotta be realistic, right? But with my profession right now, I will get married by 33. That's my life goal right there. 28 is ideal. 33 is as far as I go. Yeah, courthouse. What gifts do you desire in your wedding? What? I don't know, because people give a red envelope at weddings. You know, my cousin, he went to a wedding recently. He went to our house and asked us, "Do you have any red envelopes?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I handed him a red envelope. He's like, "Thanks." I was like, "What is it for?" He said, "Oh, you know, I got a friend's wedding, but I wanna give them something very nice." He's someone who likes to uphold family traditions, right? So I thought it was very interesting that he went to a Western wedding, then handed them a red envelope. I mean, couples in particular love money, right? Because they pay a lot of money for the venue. So it's kind of nice to pay it forward again. To help them out with the fees and stuff. Some people find it kind of strange or even kind of like a hassle when they go to like an Asian wedding and then you have to like pay money, like maybe $100. When someone has a wedding, the minimum amount is $100. You can't give them just $20. Because I remember watching this one girl who's living in Korea, and she's talking about how negative living in Korea, and one thing she mentioned was weddings and how you have to spend money or give money to the couple, at least $100, and she didn't like that. And I was like, what? To me it makes sense, right? Because they're giving you a venue to eat and drink, and I think $100 pulling together from guests is kind of reasonable to ask for. And it's not just like their wedding either. They also had to pay for, they're gonna have to pay for like other things and stuff. I mean, I think some people give wedding gifts like a microwave, but it's like, you know, I just think it's more practical to give money as a gift in a situation like a wedding. But not everyone likes that idea. Personally, I think it's fine. I think it's okay. You gotta pay your videographers? Yeah. I saw my parents' weddings on a VCR tape one time. Have you guys seen your parents' wedding before? I watched it one time and it was like just a collage of moments where transitions are faded to black or faded to the next scene. It's very basic editing. And I was thinking like, interesting. It's something crazy because for the most part it was like very still images, I think. Like they just had a camera stand when a camera standing where the guest is being greeted by the couples, you know, for example. I just thought it was interesting. There's nothing too crazy involved with videography for weddings. But then I see like videographies from weddings of this time period and it's kind of different, right? People get like $2,000 per hour videographers and it's kind of insanely amazing. But I'm just thinking like, wow, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't be spending 2K on a videographer like that. Oh, who can? I don't know. But I'm terrible at catching and throwing. Don't say that. Just say I'm the best. I'm the best at catching and throwing, and you'll be fine. That's what you gotta do. You gotta do that, Tal. You can't just tell yourself that you're not good at this stuff. Say that you are. Say that you are. Because you are, in some regards. I like know how to make the shadows, but I don't really know how to break it in there. Nah, bruh. I'll just ask a friend with an iPhone to record the wedding. You okay with that? I'm okay with that too. I don't think I'm too crazy about spending too much about for the wedding. Right? Because, for example, some people will buy straight up their wedding dress. I'm like down just to rent a wedding dress even. Because it's like it's just like a one occasion in your life. It's nothing crazy. I don't need like a memento of a wedding. I don't think people need a memento of a wedding where they're gonna be divorced in like 5 years, you know? Like, it's cool. Just rent a wedding dress for this sort of thing. Got a mixologist bartender. Okay, poor genius. Have you been to a wedding? You think they have a mixologist like that? Bruh. Bruh. I don't know what weddings you've been to, but ain't no wedding got a mixologist. That's just movie things, I think. That's just the movies telling you things that don't exist. Well, mine's divorce part. I honestly seen mine's divorce part in 5 years. Wedding dress is too expensive. I think wedding dress is minimum of like 5K, depending on how complex it is. I just borrow a tux. Yeah. Yeah. Man, when I was so earlier in the year, I went to like extended families. What's it called? Tea ceremony. Yeah. So in this culture, in Asian culture, you go to a tea ceremony basically where you serve tea. The bride to be with the husband to be serve tea to their family members. And I remember the feeling of, damn, I don't even know her, but Mama Han seems to know her. But I already know that if I have a wedding, it's gonna be Mama Han's friend and family. It's not gonna be most of my family. It's gonna, or friends and family. It's gonna be all of Mama Han. It's gonna be all of her like coworkers and stuff, and like I'll be like, oh, where's the room for my friends and stuff? And she'd be like, there's a room. We only have venue 200 people. It's filled with 199 of my coworkers and friends. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. And I just feel bad. Ugh. Because I'm not antisocial, okay? I just don't have like traditional sense of friends and co-workers like that. She might, but I really don't. I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with that. I think this is actually too bright, so I need to hit it down a little bit. I did watch a professional videographer did that, but another app. You base it off of Sims 4 wedding mechanics. Your sense of wedding is from Sims 4. Have you never been invited to a wedding before? Has your family never been invited to a wedding? What? What happened? Oh. I think this is basically what I wanted. But I want the knees to like be lit up too. I actually have no idea how I want the lighting scenario to be honest. You can do that. Okay, everything else will just be details that may or may not be necessary to the whole thing. You're saying we wouldn't be invited to your wedding? I thought about this, right? Because I have so many online friends who probably can't make it. I thought like, man, maybe I should stream my wedding to Discord server or private Discord server with my online friends. But I feel like that's kind of not the same. Okay. When it comes down to the day where I get married, you know what my goal is? My goal will be to get the information of my online friends to formally send them a wedding invite to a state they probably can't make to. But you know, at least I tried. I think that's my goal right there. My goal is to at least try. You're gonna get a wedding invite, but I can't guarantee you're gonna make it. So that's up to you whether you make it or not. Up to you. Okay, that's not my fault. You have the wedding invite. It's up to you, Netter, what to do with that. What is your plan now, huh? Man, I don't know this is the way to go. Hold on, I gotta think about... I think I gotta see a spotlight ref. Hold on. Nope, never been to a wedding IRL. Really? Oh my god. Not even like... Okay, maybe now I think about maybe Papa Han is a popular guy. Because in my entire life, we always been to a Papa Han friend wedding. We never been to a Mama Han's wedding. Maybe like once or twice. But more so than not, it's Papa Han's friend getting married. I fly out for it if it isn't in Cali. Oh, really? Okay, I'm holding your word to it. Lighting ref. I'm taking your word for it. I'm just saying. Cause how else am I gonna make it? Oh, these are really nice reference photos. I should do one of these photos one day. Cause these are nice. Okay, we're just gonna have to go now. We're just gonna go with the color of the piece. That's kind of egotistic in my opinion. What do you mean? What's egotistic? What part is it? You will try? Okay, okay. Man, I don't think it's working out. Okay. I have an idea of how it's supposed to be, but I think because I don't have a proper ref for it, it's kind of hard to make a directional lighting with this one, so I have to do this instead. Old message when you're considering streaming your wedding. Well, okay, you're a bit of a dick, don't you think? Huh? I'm being considerate, but at least showing up you guys at my wedding. That's what I think. I don't think it's egotistic. Egotistic would be like, I fly you guys out to my wedding and I kick you out promptly and you're watching from like the soccer field while it's all happening. That's considered egotistic. Hi Sungwon. Enjoying our stream. How's it going? It's going well. Okay. What do you consider not to be egotistic then? Well, I guess this is why you're not invited to weddings then, Is that so? Because it's public on Twitch, if it's on Discord. Bro, did you not listen to what I said? I said I was streaming in a small public... Or sorry, small private Discord server with close people. What the heck? You're kind of weird. Listen to me, bro. Listen. Listen. Also, if people want to stream their wedding on Twitch, go for it. It's fine. There's actually a couple of Twitch weddings that already happened, which kind of throws me off. It's not egotistical by any means. I think it's just people wanting to share their happiness to a global audience. But it kind of scares me a little bit, because it's like... I consider like a wedding to be like a private sort of event with friends and family. But there are some people who are willing to stream it for strangers to see. I didn't say public, bro. I said private. You can go back into the VOD, but that's kind of mean calling it egotistical for people who even streamed it in the first place. Oh, hi Tan, welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Hello, hello. We're trying to art today, but to be honest, it's been a while since I've arted, so it's kind of rusty. And also, I'm working on a piece that I haven't worked on in like a long while. I can't imagine streaming a wedding to gamers. Hey Danny, welcome. Why? What you can do then? See, I suggested like two things, right? Like the first idea I had was like, oh, maybe I could stream the wedding to my online friends. But then the second thought came through and I was like, a better idea is to directly ask my online friends their address and then send a personal wedding invite, and they have to make the arrangement to either fly out or they can choose to deny it. Then it's not my decision whether or not they come or not. Okay, you know, interestingly, a high school friend that I know, she apparently got married or she had a wedding, and one of my other friends was like, "You got married, but you didn't invite me?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's for my close friends and stuff. It's nothing against you or anything." Like my one friend felt a little bit offended, and that's what she said. And I don't want that sort of situation sometimes too. I thought we're in a situation where it was actually a private event. Well, that's okay too. Have a shotgun wedding. They call it shotgun wedding. Bam. Well, actually, I never intended to get married first, but now I have to though. The few weddings I can think of that were streamed were for marriages that didn't last. I know what you're talking about, and I've seen it too. But those are super public though. Was it? Yeah, there was a set of 2 prominent Twitch figures that got married publicly, and then you know their marriage recently did not last. But interestingly, do you guys know Ryan Higa? He mentioned that he doesn't like being the best man for people's wedding because he's been the best man I think 3 times or something, and in those 3 weddings they all ended in divorce, including the recent Twitch stream wedding for one of his friends that ended up in divorce after like 6 months or something crazy. A lot of people get divorced after 6 months. That's wild to me. I mean, you didn't know you dated this person for 4 years, but then you decide to divorce in like 6 months. What happened? You know, why can't you solve this like before the wedding bells and stuff? Maybe weddings are things of natures I can't comprehend sometimes. I don't think anyone my age that I knew back then in high school are married. Well, you'd be surprised. That's what I thought too. But I think when I was 22 and I met up with some friends, or 21 or 22, we met up and we gossiped about our old classmates, how they're up to, and we basically, or I found out apparently that one of my set of classmates got married right out of high school because they're very Christian and they wanted to date each other, so they got married first. or something. It was something super crazy, and I was like, what? At 18 they got married? And I'm like, wow, dang, these are some trying times right now we are in. I could never. That could never be me. I need like at least like some level of my maturity and maybe part of my degree studied before I decide such a thing. I can't do it. Man, all I can think of for this combo is that one Street Fighter 6 GIF with Luke. Which one? Which one? I gotta know. Oh, you guys, you know how there's a trend recently online where people basically list 25 games that they like or have played in the past? I tried doing it myself, right? But I had a really hard time thinking about 25 games that I liked or played in the past. And I realized it's partly because I played a lot of free games. And it's hard for me to come up with 25 in the first place. Wait, let me see this. Oh! Do you guys know the meme where Luke does like his victory pose where he points the camera? It's basically that, and he says boom, divorce. Ooh, that's a spicy gif. That's one spicy gif. Let me guys show you my quick gaming catalog. You guys can also make your list too, and I'll give you the link to that. Here it is. Look at that. This is my gaming list. I think once you start looking at past the first 5 games that I could think of the top of my head that I like really enjoy playing and playing right now, it starts to cascade into fighting games, and then suddenly starts cascading to my childhood games or games that I enjoy thinking back. So basically what I'm trying to say is with this list I was making, I was thinking about current games I really like, past games I played, and it went back to like, okay, you know what, here's some games that I think I like the more I think about it. So this is the list I made. I don't know if I gotta give it up to Riot Games because they have a chokehold on my mental sanity with the games they release. League of Legends, Teamfight Tactics, Valorant, then AI Somnium. Oh man, I'm really enjoying this game, you guys. Elden Ring, had to toss it in there. Tekken 7. This whole row is just fighting games, and it started because of these 2 titles here: Mortal Kombat 3 from my childhood, and also Tekken 3. Oh man, those are heckin' fun. They're probably the games that catapulted my love for video games, thinking back. Added some Pokemon games as well. Oh, what is it? Randomizer. It's supposed to be Pokemon Emerald. Hey, what the heck? Pokemon Emerald, not randomizer. I don't know what it is. I've played Pokemon Yellow before. Or Pokemon Red or something. Oh, Leaf Green? Yeah, I played Pokemon Leaf Green, that's what it was. Oh, I see this is chart someone everyone's using gaming channel. Yeah. I played Pokemon Leaf Green, but older Pokemon games are just nostalgia where there's too many encounters. If the grinding for EXP is too long. But I think Emerald's the first title that I played where I felt, pacing's really good. Gotta give up to Pokemon Black. I actually only ever extensively played these two games. So I know like the lore and like the secret stuff they have inside and out. Pokemon Black, give it up to them. And then that's it. Because I think everything else beyond Pokemon Black is when Pokemon starts to lose its touch on me. I personally don't like Mega Evolution or like variants as much as people do. Personally, because I felt like they're running out creative ideas. And I think Pokemon's beyond Pokemon Black generation starts to become kind of weirdly designed. Weird. There's more one-offs that don't really fit in the category as Pokemon. Anyways, L-Sword, huge one. I would say the three main games of my childhood is probably MapleStory, then L-Sword, then League of Legends, in that order. Glad I mentioned L-Sword. Mania, big fan. Sonic Adventure, chose that one over Sonic Adventure 2. Mario Party on the N64. God, this game is brutal. This game is so good, you guys. I think it's way better than any Mario games released after because you start to realize when you play the newer version versus the older version. Newer version is a lot more lenient on your friends. You only steal 10 coins, but in the original Mario Party, you are like out for blood. You are like stealing like 86 coins from your from the poorest person or something. Gosh, I played one Crash Bandicoot title and it wasn't even the main game, it was just Crash Bash, which is a collection of games. Land Before Time, a PlayStation 1 game. Honestly, I would not include Genshin or Star Rail, but I feel like they have such a big influence on the media I consume that I had to include them, even though I may not necessarily enjoy playing them right now. I want to put like an arcade machine here, but they didn't have it, so I had to put Just Dance. And so that is my gaming title I put down. Okay, I'm gonna go back to drawing now, but I just thought I'd share this. I think it'd be fun if you guys can make your own list and share it in the gaming channel and Discord server. Just Dance is like a misrepresentation of what I really like. They just didn't have it listed there for me. Honestly, this is okay. Shadowbert. Probably would make it darker though, or make this part lighter. Why do I have such a... I know why. I'm indecisive as heck when it comes to lighting. Okay, let us start. I wanna put in... we can put a skin tone first and then everything else will come later. I normally don't do grayscale to color, but for today I want to try it out because I want to understand lighting in a way and make my values better. But it's just been a while, so I want to experiment on today's stream with you guys. Like, give me a second. I need to eat my breakfast. I knew I was gonna stream today, but I laid in bed an extra hour longer than I should have. And now it led me to still eating breakfast. I don't want to eat on stream. It's very unprofessional, but just for today. I'm too lazy to fill out my video game top list, but I did try out the last FM integration. It works out in my opinion. Go ahead. Be a hipster about it. Go ahead. I'm trying to fill this list, but I don't think I've played 25 games. That's what I felt like too! I don't feel like I played 25 games in my lifetime. I filled up 5 games and I was like, What other games did I play? Hey Ayuk, welcome, welcome. How are you? Currently in chat, we are making our list of games that we played or we really enjoyed playing. It involves 25 games in a gridded chart. I can show it a little bit because I had it open for myself. I don't want to stay on it too long though, but I do want to catch you up on the chat just in case you missed it. My game chart. It looks like a lot. I think it is 25. And yeah, so that's what people are doing in chat right now. I'm running out of games on the last row. Actually, it's really amazing that you ran out on the last row. I ran out on the first row. Then I started pulling out my childhood game. Once you start pulling out like games you played when you're 5, then it's game over. I already got stream recording my playtime, so yeah. Well, yeah, but just because you played a lot doesn't mean you necessarily like it. I think there's actually I had a lot of hours into a lot of Otome games and visual novels, but I couldn't find them. Like I wanted to include like FGO onto my game list, but I don't include mobile games on there. I wasn't allowed games at 5. Me neither. Kinda. I was allowed games, but I could only leech off of my cousin. I couldn't like buy my own game system and play in my own house. Once we got the computer in our space though, that changed everything. I was on MapleStory. Right after homework, I was on MapleStory. Oh man. It was such a great time. MapleStory is every poor kid's like alternative to video games. Oh, Donkey Kong 64 is the only one I'm pulling out from being that young. Man, nostalgic. I would really love to like play out more games on there. On stream, I would really love to like play like games from my childhood, but I feel like I want to reach everyone's interest because we all have such different childhood for it. Oh no. I wanted this to actually stick on, but I don't think it's gonna stick on. Hold up. Oh wait. Oh. Okay, this color works too. This two shall pass. Yeah, man. MapleStory, guys. Like, MapleStory was the game of the century for me. But the company that manages it is not very good. I see that because it's true. I don't think Nexon is a very good maximizing profit, but goddamn does it really affect gameplay. Because I just can't. I can't with it. Wait, hold on. My camera is too low. I gotta adjust my camera because it's kind of touching my color wheel and I can't hit the color that I want to. Hold up. I had to figure out one thing I had trouble figuring out was like Mortal Kombat game I was playing because I didn't know I was playing Mortal Kombat when I was a kid. It's only when I was a little older I was like, okay, what childhood game did I play? Then I saw a trailer for Mortal Kombat 10. I was like, oh, this is my childhood game right here because I forgot the title of it. I don't pay attention to the title. I just booted up and played it from there. So I was very surprised that I was like, that was the title of the game in the first place. is it? This is here. Okay. I'm checking my stream playtime. Balloons finally suppressed. Maple Story hours. Oh no. I don't like that Steam to keep tracks of my game logs. That makes me very uncomfortable for a number of reasons. Interestingly, I don't use Steam for my VTube Studio. I just boot up VTube Studio directly. But if I did, I'm always curious like how much hours I spent on it. But I don't think I have it on deck for myself. I like balloons, Tao, but I don't know if I like balloons enough to have it suppress my other hours on other games. Sky City Skyline is pretty dang close to surpassing TF2 as the #1 played game. TF2 is actually on a lot of people's lists. If you played a lot of shooters, TF2 is most likely gonna be on there. I didn't play shooters until like last year. That's the first time I ever touched a shooter because I always kind of I guess what's the word? Denied myself before I even played shooters because I felt like my skills were gonna hold back a team. And it kinda did low-key. It low-key did, but you guys were patient enough to help me out through some of the stuff on there. I will say, me starting at the age I'm at versus friends who've been playing since like they were 10, the skill level is a valley. It's huge. There's some things that I don't know or understand on a microscopic level in shooters. For example, clearing out corners, that's a concept I had to learn and reinforce for myself as a habit. In shooters, it's not just about aiming accurately and shooting. Like that's just like a small part of it. There's other aspects to shooters that I think I wasn't able to fully hone in on outside of the skills I've learned. I couldn't really get into TF2 for some reason. Did you get into it when you were older or younger, Ayuk? Because I find that most people who can get into TF2 were people who were into it at a younger age and sort of go back to it for the nostalgia factor, but also because it's a good game too. Damn, I tried to play TF2 again recently, but my skills I knew before are gone. Man, I played shooters one time in my life when I was a kid. I lied when I said I'd never touched shooters. I did play shooters one time. You remember how I told you that I was into Maple Story, but I wasn't really into Nexon as a company? Well, Nexon, I actually got into their other games like Mabinagi a little bit, and also their shooters, which was Combat Arms. So I have some experience from there. I was pretty good back then when I think about it, because I remember getting like headshots and like nut shots and stuff. So I'm very proud. But thinking about it as a kid versus now as an adult, I don't have enough time in my hand to really practice the skills I want to learn if I want to get better for it. Pretty young, first year high school, I remember correctly. Oh, really? I feel like that's the age group you could still get into it. Because for me right now, I'm like in my 20s, right? As an aesthetic, I'm not really into the TF2 look. It seems like it's definitely targeted towards like a male demographic. It's not a bad thing, but it's definitely like harder for me to get into it, I think. Clearing an area on the skill on its own. Yeah, it is. Hi Vivid, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Afternoon, I think. It took a lot of thinking, but about the last row, but I finished mine. Oh, okay. I'll check it out in a bit. Whatever age it was done. Pop tag. Oh my god, stop pop tag. I should have added pop tag in there. That game was really good. But I remember Tal was super good at pop tag. I was such a noob in that game. TF2 convinced me to get into PC gaming, pretty much converted me from a PlayStation user. No, I just needed MapleStory to be like, hey, I'm free game you can play, and that's how I got sucked into the whole gaming PC world. I know Pop Tog is not on the list, it's just not, it's not popular enough. Oh, I'm looking at Vivid's list right now, right? We got Apex on there. I like Apex. I started playing recently again, and Revenant got a huge update. Now he's a different character. Let's see. Valhalla, interesting. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Kirby, another Kirby game. I see. Pokemon White. What? Oh, wait, actually, you're right. I think I might play Pokemon White, not Pokemon Black. I got checked up on my childhood on that one, but I think it's Pokemon White. Binding of Isaac, Persona 4 and 5. There's actually a lot of Persona fans in the chat. Someone made a chat with Persona on it as well. I didn't take you as a Guilty Gear kind of guy. Vino. I didn't take you as a Guilty Gear. Ayah, Jueri, what you mean? Let's see, Tao's list here is really quick. Rugrats? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Rayman. Wait. Tao has some, like, ancient games on her list. She's actually a classic player. I should have put Dungeon Fighter on my list. Oh my god. Time Ranger, Undertale, Pokemon. Which one is this? White? 2. Yakuza 0. Don't Starve Together. Can't read the title. Cuphead. Left 4 Dead 2. Alice. Yeah, it looks like you had a very easy time coming with this list of yours, Tal. I'm looking at your list and I'm like, oh yeah, I know these games you played before and have talked about extensively. That's impressive. That's really nice. I add more PS and Xbox games. I think if they added mobile games, that would definitely be pretty good. Cause I'm a big mobile player. I played a lot of I hate to say it, like if I ever introduce myself on my introduction stream on this channel, right? I never told you guys this, but I mentioned, oh, you know, I like this game and that game, but I never tell you guys about the visual novel and dating sim games I like to play. I'm a girl with some interest in romance, okay? I'm pretty girly in the aspect, but I don't like talking about it because I think it's kind of embarrassing to talk about. But if you need romance me and recommendation, I got you. I suppose I got you. I suppose. Do you have a lore for this Maid Assassin? No. Honestly, a really good thing to do if you're drawing is to come up with story to portray. I kind of just found the pose, liked it enough, and just thought, oh, I want to see what this looks like in my own art style. Because the original pose for this character was like, I think of a person in this outfit maybe? I might have changed the original a little bit, I don't remember. And I don't know, I just like the pose. I just want to see what it looks like in my style. Most people think, oh, I want to see so-and-so in this outfit, in this style. But I didn't really think that. I just thought, oh, what a nice pose. That's where a lot of my inspiration stemmed from, is that idea that, oh, it's nice to see what it looks like in my style. Someone catch me up to what's going on, Lamau. We're making 25 games lists and sharing. Yeah. I don't know if you can see the link that was posted earlier in chat. That was the thing we're doing for time. I think it's fun. It's fun to make a list. You get to appreciate what games shaped you. What games shaped your taste and what games became a part of a staple in your childhood. Because as we get older, right? As we get older, more games are released, but these games that we have so much memories on, from in our time, whether it be right now or in our childhood, it's not gonna change. It's kind of neat to think about that there are games we haven't played yet that's still in development and we get to experience it and see how it shapes us. I forgot to add Minecraft. Apparently it's not important enough to add it in there. I legitimately thought I didn't have any games to add in there. Truly, truly. I never considered myself a gamer because I feel like the definition of a gamer has a very distinct like game titles. I think more console games is what I consider a gamer to be like. I say that because people in my server talk about games that I don't really understand or be familiar with in terms of titles. I always consider, maybe I'm not much a gamer. Yeah, sure. Okay, Vino Burrito. Deadlocked is based, but where's GFL? Was it GFL? Grand Fantasy? I literally just looked through my Steam library first and opened door PS, Xbox 3DS games. I opened up my Steam library too. I'm like, wait, what games have I played? It feels kind of bad in a way, right? If you can't recall the game you really like on first thought. But come on, it's a pretty common thing. Don't worry about it, child. If you need to remember what titles you played in the past, that's okay. That's pretty normal. I'll let you know right now so you don't feel bad, because I also do the same thing too. Actually, I don't really like how dark this thing is. Hold up. Because then I can't shade it as much as I would like to. Girls Frontline? Oh, so yeah, that's the acronym. Sorry, my bad. I don't think you can add mobile games on there. You have to think about console and PC games. I feel like mobile games are their own thing. What? No. This argument is, as mobile players the same as us? Are they worthy of obtaining the gamer title? Done with mine? Okay, let's see. I wonder if it's possible to even think of 25 games? You'd be surprised. You know, I was watching this dating show, right? It was the Buns, a sort of guilty pleasure. I only watch it when Ludwig watches it. So I feel like less of a guilty pleasure. And the guy was like, I like a gamer girl. He's like, what games have you guys played? Are any of you guys gamer girls? This one girl raised her hands like, oh, I'm a gamer girl. The guy was like, what games have you played? And she said, The Sims. And he's like, no, you ain't a gamer girl. And I was like, what? What? He's looking for like the sweaty competitive gamer girls. Oh no. Some people will like rule out people like that. Or people who play Candy Crush, they're like, they're not gamers. But low-key, I kind of agree with that maybe a little bit, the Candy Crush part. Because that seems like a casual thing that your mom would get into. But that doesn't make her a gamer. I think once you start expanding your horizon into other titles and other like interactive media, then I start considering someone a gamer. That's my metric for a gamer. Not because of you play like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. I think you're a gamer if you play those games. It's when you expand beyond those titles, I think. Because otherwise, then Mama Haan would be considered a gamer because she plays like Bubble Pop or something, or what did I play on the Xbox? Cue the police sirens in the Simpsons Hit and Run. Oh my god, Tao, I remember the game too. That's a childhood staple. I should have that game. I shouldn't add a Genshin or Honka. Those were like filler games on my list. Don't talk to me unless you play Farming Simulator professionally. Mother out here at level 70,000. Man, I don't understand how she can keep playing that game. I get so bored playing Panda Pop. That's her choice of game, Panda Pop. It's the same level. Or her motive for playing Panda Pop is to see the level maps. She's like, oh, look at this, Jueri. This new level with the waterfall looks really pretty. And you know what? It kind of does look pretty, but goddamn, it's just a waterfall. I can't. I don't have the same look for a game that she does. Oh, let's see. Daddy's list right here. Oh my god, he added some of the best visual novel, interactive games on here. He added 999. Big fan, by the way. AI Somnium. Danganronpa 2? Is that the title? Can't see. Yeah, you did. Master Detective Archive, Raincoat. You like that game? I thought you guys didn't like it. Well, actually, you guys fell off a little bit in chapter, I think 2. I still need to watch the archives. Ace Attorney. Paranormicite. Another Ace Attorney game. Valhalla. What? Tsukihime? What? Daddy? Witch on the Night limited edition? Then he played 25 games I never heard of. Not a good thing or bad thing. I'm just not deep in the gamer sphere where I know what these gameplays look like. These titles I heard of before. Octopath Traveler, for example. Nier Automata. Dishonored! Dishonored is a good title to put in here with Bioshock. When I was a kid, I watched a lot of Dishonored gameplay. I never played it myself because I never had the system for it, but I love watching Dishonored gameplay back then. Now I'm at the age where I can buy games up directly, so it's a little bit different. Witcher, Pokemon Heart Gold. Ooh, okay, good one. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorer Sky, Resident Evil, Skyrim, and then Star Rail. Star Rail, it has to be like a gimme piece. Also cool. I think I played Mystery Dungeon before. I don't know what happened, to be honest. I know what happened because vaguely I had a smart device, not an Apple device, so I could download like an emulator on it. And I remember playing Mystery Dungeon, but other than that, it's been a while since I really played it. I don't think I fully got to the story of it because I didn't like it as much, but I don't know. That's just something young Jueri thought at the time. Mystery Dungeon was the first game to ever make me cry. Oh no. Oh no, Vino. I remember Mystery Dungeon had... Oh, in the end, right? Didn't you say goodbye to your friends or something in Mystery Dungeon? I never finished Mystery Dungeon, unfortunately. I kind of want to play it now. Mystery Dungeon was Nintendo's attempt at a different kind of game with their IP, and I think it worked out really well. It's kind of a shame they didn't make any more of it though, because it was a pretty good title. Oh, you guys can't see it? What the? Mystery Dungeon made me cry. How come? Hello today. Welcome. There's also Pokemon Ranger. We're getting into the Pokemon games, but not the main ones, the side titles. Pokemon Ranger. Oh, let's go. Waiting on Tsukihime's translation to come to Switch. I didn't realize it was such a big game. I thought it was just a meme. A lot of these are niche VNs. Bro, I tried finding the VNs that I play and they weren't in the database, so I just excluded them entirely. That's so cool though that when you look at Danny's list of games, he's just bam, someone who just plays a lot of VNs. Also, welcome Machile. I'm not sure if you just joined, but people are making a list of 25 games they played. I can actually just pin it so people can find it if they want to. And we're just sharing it in the game channel in the Discord server. But you want to, you can also send it here through an Imgur link or something else. I consider putting Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Amia on there. Why didn't you though? You know, it's really interesting to think about because we can't think of 25 games top of the head, but the more time goes on, we're like, oh no, I should have put this game instead, or oh no, I just remember how big of an impact this game had on my childhood. I'm halfway there in the mall, so many slots to fill. That's what you think until you finish it. I didn't put Catherine Classic until the very end, but honestly that game was really good. Unfortunately I didn't get to finish it. Ugh. I didn't get to finish it because whatever reason. I just oh, you know what? I was playing the game with a friend. Like we were doing couch play through Steam. And I don't remember what happened, why. I think he got busier or something, so that's why. I never got to see an ending of Captain Classic, but I really enjoyed the gameplay and also my time playing with another friend because that game is a bit of a social commentary, right? And I think it's super neat to play if you ever get the chance. I want to play on Steam, on stream, I mean. But the problem with Captain Classics that is owned by a game company that only wants people to stream the game up until before the ending. So I actually can't stream the ending if I ever stream Captain Classic with you guys. But super cool though, super cool. Oh, what is this gray color? What the heck? We just... not this color either. What the heck? Not this either. Hold on. Okay, that's fine. Need to make the background a little bit darker. JK, a lot darker. If you like Fate's World, you probably like Tsukihime and Witch on the Holy Night. I never heard of either title. It's kind of neat. You have these niche titles. I forgot about Minecraft and someone else mentioned it too. Well, apparently Minecraft wasn't big enough influence to be thought of on the first round. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Once you make a list, you can never change it ever again. Never ever. Anyone played Project X Zone? Oh my god. Not me though. I've heard the title before. I just never played it. Minecraft's kind of in that genre for me as a mobile game. I don't know. Ironically, I did put Honkai on my list. I put Honkai and Genshin on my list. But... I feel like Genshin has a big influence on me. I kind of can't like not put it on my list personally. I really did like Genshin gameplay and story. I just got really tired of the repetitiveness that a lot of gacha games get into. Even FGO. Like, I love FGO. It was very core. But goddamn, if I can just collect characters and not worry about the dailies, I'd be so down. I'm pretty content on my list as is. Unless you make a separate list, one for mobile games, one for Steam, one for this. No, we're not doing that. Every game is the game equally. You have a lot of nostalgic games, Tal. I wouldn't discount it entirely. Hi, Scallion, welcome. I haven't showered yet, but it's too early in the morning to shower right now. Hi, Scallion, hello. Like, I like maybe switch out Persona 4 or 5 for something else in retrospect, but they also belong on there. Did you actually finish Persona 4 or 5? I had another friend that put Persona 4 and 5. I think it was Neru. There's a lot of lists online, but I think Neru also put Persona 5, but I'm very exited out whenever I see it on someone's list, because I'm thinking, did you guys actually finish the game? Did you guys actually finish the game, or did you just put it on there? Early in the morning is like midday. In my mind, it's early morning. I don't shower till like 6 or 7. Or most of the sweating happens and it's all good. If I shower too early, what's the point? I'm probably gonna go to bed. It's a mess. Finished? Finished? Your list? Oh no, you finished Persona. You finished Persona 3 times? The reason why I asked you guys is because I know you guys know Kuno. Kuno is a big Persona artist at one point. And he was someone who did a lot of Persona fan art. And I knew him as a Persona artist too. But then I found out that he never finished any of the games that he played. But he built his he built his entire personality and brand around this franchise. I was very surprised that he never finished the game itself. So I thought maybe it's not a very common thing for people to finish the game. I heard that Persona gameplay, it's very long. The tutorial is probably 80 hours, is what I've heard people exaggerate it to be like. Persona 3 is on my all-time though. Because I tried going for Plat the second time, I messed up. There's a ranking system in Persona? Imagine not finishing games. I finished most of my games. It's kind of inside joke in the Persona fandom that Persona fans have never actually played the game. Yeah, but it's joke for a reason because there's some hint of truth to it, this one. And in this case, the only person I knew who played Persona at the time is Kuno, and he only like played I think he I heard you play, I just never heard finished playing the game. I own art from the guy? What do you mean? What, I own art from Oh. 5 years ago, I met Kuno casually on Anime Sketch, and we talked quite a bit actually. We connected pretty fast because we're both in the medical field at the time. He was a nutritionist, I think, and he also was dual majoring. He's like an athlete. This dude was insane. He was also managing a business. At the time I was pretty young. I was 19 and he was, I think, 23 or something, 22, 23. My thought was like, wow, when I'm 23, I'm gonna be successful just like him. Now I'm 24. I don't have that shred of drive that he does. It's very admirable for him. A shame what happened to him back then. Yeah, he definitely made a really big mistake, but he repented for it, I think. He also moved on from it too. Everyone has made mistakes of that caliber, but his in particular, it was on big scale. I mean, we all look back, right? We all look back at ourselves in the past. We think, oh, I hate myself for doing that mistake or being that kind of way. It wasn't really him either. I don't want to talk about it too much because that's sort of drama that I'm not involved in and it's not really my place to talk about. But even though it wasn't him, it was his responsibility in a way, right? It's a complicated matter, but I don't want to open up the can of worms for it. It's not my place to. Oh, platinum trophy on the PlayStation. I forgot that you people who play on console have a different achievement system than on PC. I used to mod his cursor for a bit and also his Switch and helped him out with his classroom stuff. But oh yeah, we don't really talk as much anymore. Nan's busy onto big things right now. What do you mean? What do you mean by you people? You people, what do you mean? 2 more games? Good luck. Good luck putting 2 more games in. No, I think we could put we need to put dark color. We can put very black and white, right? Can I, is it cheating to add like black hair for this? Because I can't think of any color right now. This is my debate of my existence. A strong character but having no story or reference for who they are. Plus mine had to really rack my head brain for the last row. Right? Right? Shall we make a list for TV shows? No! Wait, we can do it another time. We can do it another time. Alright, let's see Ayuk's list. Oh! Ayuk's list has some really unique titles in here. Like titles that I don't think anyone has put in here. Like Dota? Sheesh! There's actually a Dota player in here? That's wild. Alright, Persona 3. Wow, we really do have a lot of Persona fans in the chat. I didn't realize you guys were really into the title. Oh, you can put Arknight in there? You can put Arknight, but I can't put FGO? What is this? Alright, so normally with people's game list, right, they put the 5 games that come to them immediately. And Ayuk put Persona 3, Euro Truck 2, Arknight, Kingdom Hearts 2, and Monster Hunter Freedom 2. Monster Hunter Freedom 2. I never heard of that title. Arknights on top. You're actually really fast with yours, Ayug. We have people who are still trying to figure out since like start of stream. Next art stream is TV shows, Lamel. We can do like TV shows next time. It was on the oh, I see. on the Splatoon 2. Okay. Shin Megami Tensei, Nocturne, Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Survivor, Overclock. Wow! You know, I know that Sega made those games, but I don't think I've heard too much about people playing that game. Spyro, big fan of Spyro. I didn't own the game, but I did play it through Tao, because Tao had the game system for it, but I was leeching off for her. But I can't put Spyro on my list because I don't play enough hours. Simply just I don't own it. Valorant, classic. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Assassin's Creed. Maple Story! Yes! Yes! RuneScape. Emerald version. Pokemon. Yes, me too. I put that there. Tetris 99. Rainbow Siege. Counter-Strike. Nier Automata. Thrillville. What is Thrillville? That's the one I haven't heard before. Star Wars. Battlefront 2. Guitar Hero 3. Counter-Strike. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I have two questions, right? For your list? What is Thrillville? And also, since you put Guitar Hero 3 on here, Legend of Rock, did that mean you play guitar? Did it inspire you to pick up a real guitar at some point? Oh. Oh man, so many interesting tiles. Freedom 2, rare? Yeah, I don't think I've heard anyone talk about Monster Hunter Freedom 2. They only ever talk about World or Monster Hunter World? Monster Hunter... other one. I can't remember. I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. Worlds is such a stronger name to me than the other one. So I'm very surprised you have other games that are on there like that. Oh no, I played GH3 on controller. GH3? Hold on. Oh, Guitar Hero 3. Oh! Oh, really? Normally from the era of Manhunt is Freedom Unite that's popular. I see. That era. Does that make my... Does that mean that like my friend's a big fan and they put Monster Hunter World only? Rise? I forgot they put World of Rise. I keep putting them in the same category in my head. I don't know if one gave her black. I think black hair. I'll do black hair for this one. I'll have to make it interesting once the color is put down. But don't worry about it. I got this. Play. I just put Freedom 2 because it's my first Monster Hunter game and probably have more memories in it despite having more hours in the recent titles. Oh. Oh, okay, I see. I thought about that too. Because there's some games that I have put down in that I may not necessarily have the most hours in, but just the memories of it. Nostalgia for me is just stronger. So whatever hours I'm putting into the current games I'm playing right now. I actually had to look up like what games I've streamed and I thought about it, right? Because I played Lego Batman 2 on stream, but I was thinking, did that game have a lasting impact on me? I really enjoyed the Lego Batman 2 game, but I don't think it had that strong of a influence quite yet. I cheated a little bit and put multiple games from the same series. You can't do that! Well, I say that, but then people put like Persona 2, 3, and 5 on their list. That's alright. That's alright. If they influence you or impact you in any way, then that's okay to put on the list. He's about to put like the entire Tekken series on his list. Alright, let me see. Alright, Vivid's list is on the channel right now. Honkai Impactor. That's the first game I thought about. Girls Frontline. Rune Factory 2, 3, and 4. You can't do that. You can't. Okay, come on. Can you really do it? Are you allowed to do that? What? Oh man. Fire Emblem Awakening, 3 Houses, Very Default, Pokemon Pearl. Oh, you're the first person to put Pearl on their list. Mystery Dungeon, another Mystery Dungeon fan with the Blue Rescue Team. Oh, Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess, Resident Evil 4, Ratchet, Deadlocked. Wow, Ratchet. Oh my god. I have vague memory of this game because I've watched a lot of Gamer Informer stuff, and that game's always on some article or some segment on TV for it. But I don't know if it had that lasting of impact in the game community in general. I was very surprised to see it on there. Fantasy Life Armor Core 6, Osu. Okay, Osu. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, Elder Scroll 5 Skyrim, Animal Crossing New Horizons Slay the Spire. See, I put a decent amount of hour into Animal Crossing, but I felt like Animal Crossing to me is such like a flavor. Like, I have to be in the mood for Animal Crossing, and for the longest time I'm not in the mood for it. But I did put Stardew Valley because I felt like that game was just really well built. Animal Crossing is meant to be slow and like frustrating at times. It was bad. Call of Duty, Arc 2, Minecraft, Escape from Tarkov, and Rainbow Six Siege. You're the first person to put Minecraft. I'm sure Minecraft is a big staple for many people's childhood, but you actually remember to put it down. Deadlocked is based. Persona 3, 4, and 5 was okay on mine. That's because I know 3, 4, and 5 are pretty similar, or are pretty different in terms of story and stuff. But when I read Rune Factory 2, 3, 4, I'm just like, aren't they all the same gameplay? I'm just kidding. I never played it before, but it's like, it's different because I at least know Persona has a different sort of storyline and different MC. But even just looking at the Rune Factory like poster, it's pretty similar across the board. How dare you? All the personas are the same. I'm just playing, guys. I just want to pull your leg because we mentioning putting the same title. Okay, listen. I thought about putting more than one title of the same series, and I actually did, by the way, because I put down Valorant, League of Legends, and TFT. But at least they're like different kind, you know. Okay. You're right, Vivid. You're right. It's okay if you want to put Rune Factory 2, 3, and 4 on your list. Wait, that shouldn't be Arc 2. What? You shouldn't put Arc 2? What do you mean? What are you supposed to put in there in place of Arc 2? League, even a game? Yeah, that's right. It's a social event. It's a social experiment, even one might say. League of Legends is such a scary game, bro. No, it's actually a really great game. I'm just thinking like, it's crazy that this game has such a lasting impact on my own life. Arc except Arc 2. Arc 2 even in now. I hate so much League. I actually really enjoy League. I think because I curate my own experience for the game. But like, the reason why I mentioned League of Legends as one of the first few games on the list is because I actually wrote my college essay on League of Legends, and it got me into the college, among other things. I thought it was interesting. That's how much I like League of Legends. Enough for me to mention it on a college application. The reason why I wrote about it... the reason why I wrote about it in my college application is because when you go to college, they ask you to write a personal essay, right? And the advice I keep getting from people is to, oh, you gotta stand out in your college essay. Write about something unique or interesting. So I wrote about League of Legends. Disgusting? I don't think I have my paper anymore. It's been lost in whatever school file I don't use anymore. And for me, I wrote down that, oh, you know, I really enjoyed. I basically wrote something along the lines of how the game improved my sense of teamwork, I guess. I like the sense of teamwork, competitiveness, and how it allowed me to find other people who are interested in the game. Because back then, you know, I was kind of I won't say a loner, but I was definitely more to myself. But through that game, I would add a friend, and they would add a friend from their friend circle, and that's how I got to be acquainted with, say, the band nerds, for example. My friend was a band nerd, and he invited his other band nerd, and we became friends that way. I talked to a friend that became a lifelong friend. It's funny because at one point we only ever talked to each other over voice, never met in person all that much, so it's kind of a funny transition. Honestly, it's good. It holds a better memory for me than most people probably have for the game. I'm so sorry, by the way, if you guys have a good memory League. Most people who play League hate it. How can you play it and like it? Because I don't use a chat system, maybe, and also I don't know, maybe because I play so much League that they only ever queue me up with people who are like nice in the game. Because I don't. People talk about how toxic the game is, but I haven't had like a toxic experience in a long time. Plus, if they're like complaining, it's not really being toxic. It's normal for people to complain, be frustrated, but I don't think I actually encountered a toxic player in like a very long time. That's like you saying you have management skill but leading MMORPG raids. I think that's a pretty good skill to have. Plus, I'm a pretty good writer. I write a pretty convincing personal narrative during the time. That's why they didn't bat an eye on my paper. League taught you teamwork? I ain't working on team. League is where you learned it. Okay. You guys can think whatever you want about it, but I basically wrote stuff like that on my college essay. Because I was also leading friends at the we basically had a league tournament within our high school too. So that's why I put that in there. But yeah. To be honest, League taught me to block people. I don't think I ever blocked anyone on League. I actually blocked maybe a few people, but they weren't like... They were actually people I know. I don't ever really block people who are mean or toxic just because like I don't queue up with them in the next game. This is happening is very low. To be honest, same. I have very fond memory of Dota 2 because I started playing it with the Dota in Net Cafe with friends and just 5-stacking Dota 2. Yeah, seriously. Like League of Legends was like a social event for me whenever I played it back in high school. I kind of rarely ever played alone, and I would meet friends of friends that way. Because everyone is just a high school student getting by, and League was just a free game that we all could connect on. It'd be really funny because it'd be like, wait, Andrew, is that you? And he'd be like, Jueri, is that you? We known each other since like childhood basically. We went to the same kindergarten and we just found out that a person played League just because we had a mutual inviting us over. That's my League experience. I think it's very positive. That's why I was able to write about the Lulu. Well, fuck you. How about that, huh? You can call me delusional about it, but that's my experience personally. I'm sorry you didn't have friends to play with, Scallion. I got friends to play with almost every day of the week in school and high school. When I got to college though, obviously I started laying off of it just because I had to. Actually, I got someone got my number. Someone asked for my number when I played League in the library one time. So League is also a wingman for me too. So that's my experience with it. Most of my experience with League is spending 30 minutes having friends not listen to my call and losing game we were winning, or spending 60 minutes trying to get people to stop arguing on all chat. I see. I really guess it really depends on you, right? Maybe it depends on you, maybe it depends on people you play with. But again, for me, my experience are more often than not more positive than the average League person. Kinda, I don't mind sharing this with you, but I also feel kinda bad that you guys are calling me delusional, or you don't agree, or you calling it a bad game. That's just how I view League and what my experiences with it are. League taught me that you can be right and people will listen to you. Let it go. Let it go, bro. People... I just let people be. I don't really care too much. Because I know that people have the same goal but different means of getting to it. Honestly, you have to learn to let it wash over you. Whatever negativity you encounter, they're not really reflective of the person as they are truly. I'm trying to think if this is part of the... I just scribbled this part in, but I don't think I'm actually supposed to color it in, am I? I'm gonna have to shape it once I get more into it. I'll let it go alright the entire game. Yeah, I guess so. I think for me, League is unique to me in that way. Just because a lot of people played it and it allowed me to socialize with people. But obviously it has a very bad reputation. Because people are a lot more vocal about not liking League of Legends. I got Tao into it. Tao, do you regret introducing League to you? You basically use it to like hang out with friends and play around with them. Different. It's a little different, yeah. I had a lot of fun in League over the years, but the bad stuff always stood out to me, unfortunately. I have some negative experience, but there's such faded memories, or maybe no memories at all of it. I don't interact with people who are negative in the game. There are people who are negative in the game. I do get those people, but it's just like, okay, just mute and then just continue on playing. Because their gameplay, like the way they play, is not really affecting their ability to complete the objectives that we're trying to get to. So that's why it doesn't really bother me all that much. Oh, I do envy the League community because it's a massively bigger artist community than Dota 2. You're correct about that. Honestly, I think Dota has its own charm too. Dota definitely has its own charm. It's not really something comparable to League because it's just different mechanic and characters as well. What do you mean they complain and run it down? I never had anyone run it down in like 5 years. If they run it down, it's like, ah, okay, it's a lost game. Just let it go and that's it. Just FF15. No big deal. I think because like maybe my account is such good standing that they put me in other people who are also in good standing too. I played a bit of League, quit, then 2 more friends wanted me to join them, so then I started playing again. I just play ARAM now. Never FF no always win. I actually won a game where someone's running it down at one point. That's why I think it's kind of wonderful at times when people get negative. Your mental is powerful? Bro, I told someone on my server one time that I enjoyed playing League even by myself. They thought I was a psychopath. Come on, guys. It's... maybe I'm just a loner. I don't know, man. Now I'm starting to think maybe something is wrong with me. Maybe I am a psychopath. Why lose LP when you can win? Just tell team shut up and play, then mute all. I just tell them, hey, don't worry about it, then mute all. But I genuinely have not had anyone run down my games in like a very, very long time. The silent ping things you want? Yes, of course. Of course, of course. Oh, maybe because I shape my... I kind of build my games around how I wanted to vibe with. Because I actually do mute people pretty often. Even people who mute like question mark pings or abuse the pings for its unintended use, then I do mute them. Maybe that's why I kind of enjoy it. It's because I kind of snip it in the bud the moment I see it. So, yeah. I just hate being the main target on the enemy team. You will be the main target. If you play ADC or support, you are the main target. If you have less than 2k HP, you are the main target. If you are Teemo, you are just automatically a target by everyone. Maybe you're the toxic one? For what? For just pinging unnecessary pings and not communicating? That's why you don't see toxicity? No. I don't have time to be negative like that. I don't have time to be negative. They can be negative, which is actually really sad. I think wasting time and energy on being negative in your free time is just really sad. Sometimes you get tired of carrying. I never felt like I was tired of carrying. I don't know, maybe because I don't carry. I just play. Garen running it down to murder me as a Janna while my teammate focuses keep forward pushing forward. That's a good that's good. That's good tell. You are helping your team by being a bait for this one wave pusher. That's pivotal role, you don't understand. Winning when no one listens to you is the absolute worst. It makes 20-minute game into a 50-minute game. You really need to take your mental break. I think the reason why people associate League as toxic is because they play the game when they're in not so good mindset, and that's the feeling that they associate League of Legends with. I think maybe I'm just a really healthy person in that regard. I would love to get like a 5-stack and just like stream it, but I think watching League is a very important, or not very boring games to watch. I watched Beto play League of Legends one time. I was like, oh, it's alright, I'll put you in the background. I was interested in some part, but it's like I like to stream stuff that I would personally watch, and I don't think League is one of them. At least Valorant I can kind of see myself watching, but League is just a no-go. Because everything is just tiny. It's tiny. I don't want to see it. Nah, the team fed the enemy ADC and I would not play League for the rest of the day. Yeah, that's good though, that's good. Take a break. I kind of like the shape language on the right side, but I want to reflect that on the left side a bit better. I'm not doing that right now. So I gotta formulate how I want the hair to flow on the left side of this. The most like new right now, if I were to install, it would be like one game, then I'd be tired already, just like fighting game. The mental strain on Vivid is not ready. He only has space for creativity and art, no space for games. League is average. I think it's fun. If I reinstall, I'd be exclusively an ARAM gamer. Honestly, there was a time when I was just an ARAM gamer too, because I just was in school and I didn't want anything too stressful, and ARAM was just like a nice, mindless, slightly competitive, but mostly mindless playthrough of a game. I can only play 3 to 50 for many days now, especially when I'm the one who's 3 and my friend is the 50. What do you mean by 350? What does that mean? Like, energy-wise? I'm an old man now, all I want is to have fun. They got no time for stress. I hate ARAM so much, I just want to play who I want to play. Dang, bro. Sounds tough, huh? 3 wins, 50 losses? Eh? You play for 3 wins, they for 50 losses? I think you gotta find better friends. Better mentality friends, because that's crazy. What's the point of picking ARAM? What the heck? You can't just pick. I think ARAM's a fun time to experiment with champions you never normally would play. I think the mobile experience definitely shaped by people we play with. Lama, it seems me and Jueri got pretty lucky. I guess so. That's kind of nice to hear at least. I'm not the only person. 350 is me and fighting No! That's me. That's me in Street Fighter. The only reason I can I barely get those 3 is because I'm on modern controller. Everyone else is on classic. Experiment, I play all of them already. They don't play ARAM then. Just play regular Rift. It's not fun when the enemy team is awful and deserve a champion. I see it as a challenge. I guess I like challenging myself in that way. I like ARAM and I like Refer's own things. I rarely had anything to complain about. That's why I see as you rant on about ARAM for the past... Actually, just that ARAM, just League in general. I think you find a different team game. How about Valorant? How about Valorant for your needs? I love ARAM. I don't know about that, El Chile. Your smile tells a different story. You smile for that one, and you also smile for the 3 to 50 is the me in fighting games statement. I'm starting to question whether a smile is genuine or not. Try to think about how this looks in the overall piece, because it could get very easily... okay. You guys need to pick up TFT, but then the moment I think I suggest that, you guys are gonna be like, TFT is too much RNG aspect. TFT is so fun to me because it's sort of like gacha. But every game, it fuels my gacha addiction in a healthy, safe way. No Valorant? Oh, I like Val, but that's because the spread is weird. I appreciate how short ARAM can be though. Ooh, it's 20 minutes short to you. You know, one thing I appreciate about Valorant recently is that they introduced a lot of game modes that are not their main game of 14 rounds. They introduced like team deathmatch, which is really fun, and then they introduced a shorter version of their normal game where you only need to win, I think, 4 or 5. So the changes in Valorant so far are really fun and really nice. Hololive changes. Okay, actually, let's try putting in this dark mask here, and then we'll just start erasing space for it. Why TFT when I have non-league auto chess game? Non-league, I just like it. I like it because it's actually pretty polished, to be honest. Val has spread, not recoil, and is weird coming from any other game that's not CS or Halo. I understand. I felt when I was playing other shooting games, it didn't feel that bad. Well, actually, I take it back. When I played Apex, right after Valorant, it felt kind of weird how there's like a travel distance with the bullets. So there's a lot more far distance shooting, and that's really interesting. I like Apex, but I don't think I'm good enough to put it on my list of games I enjoy to play. Mainly because I feel like I'm holding back with you more so in there in that game more so than Valorant. I saw hit scan. I'm burned out on Apex. I think I prefer hit scan. Those are actually no, hit scan can be very toxic sometimes. I say that because if you ever play Overwatch, right? In Overwatch, you have hit scans and you have bullets that has to travel. And the one hit scan character everyone hates is Widowmaker. You're probably familiar with the name, but she's one of the few snipers in the game where if she headshots you, you're just dead. And a lot of people find it to be very annoying or kind of toxic in the game where it's more common to build up your bullets against an opponent and have that sort of be your way to take down the person, right? Hit scan is ping based. I don't worry about ping. I never blame ping. Everything I do is always on me. Blaming ping. Psh. I would like Apex if it was Titanfall. Bro, El Chile is scary today. I'm looking forward to getting back to Apex. Wait, why haven't you been playing Apex? Wait, Vivid. Oh wait, I don't think Vivid plays. Sorry, my bad. Mino, you play. Please invite me to Apex. Ah, welcome, Aquamarine Dragon. Wait, is that Pickle? Or is that Cucumber? You know what's funny? When I saw that, I thought about the cat. There are cats who get scared by just a pickle or cucumber. I mean, I play, but no. I can't invite you. You're burnt on Apex right now. Slash enjoyable nowadays? I guess it depends on how you go about it. You need to have a good mental, I feel like, for games you want to play. I'm okay with competitive games, but it's not for everyone for sure. Oh my god. But do you not have a computer to play, Mino? I'm just saying, if anyone else is playing Apex in chat, please invite me. Because no one plays this, so I gotta play solo. I always play with just at least one other friend. Because the moment I play by myself, I don't feel too confident. You got a computer now? Oh, Mino's a big kid now. He got his own computer. No longer the doo-doo laptop. The broken laptop? I don't know. A broken computer. There was someone in the chat, I think it's Koki. Koki posted a picture of their laptop blue screening in my server and I was like, oh, poor Koki. Koki does try to make it to my streams, but whenever they watch my stream, it's lagging even on 144p. Ah, I feel bad. It's I was gonna say, it's interesting because if I put a higher bitrate for my stream, you guys can watch 4K, right? But then most people can't see the 4K quality in streams. Like their computers can't handle the 4K quality load, so I can't really put 4K for most people. Which just ruined the enjoyment for like the majority of people. Even my laptop, when I looked at it, was like not working. And my friends that play it are insanely cracked and rank up fast. I play such a casual. I'm such a filthy casual. Don't worry about it. It's okay. Hi Ian. Oh damn, this is really nice. Oh dang, you're really nice too. If you want to run a game with me, you and Jueri sometime, I'd be down. What is yes, honey? Sure. I don't know if I have you guys added. Probably don't. That's okay though. My monitor won't go higher than 1080, so I don't care. My monitor, my main monitor, right, is mainly for art, so the color is really good. But it tears really often for games. It doesn't bother me, but it kind of does bother. I try not to think about it too much and just not be fazed by a tear in my screen every now and then. The refresh rate, no. I'm making a TV show. It's not gonna last row. We can do it next time. I feel like it'd be fun to keep for next time. You need VSync? No. Oh, actually, the reason why I turned off VSync is because as a habit from when my computer didn't have the current graphics it has now. I could probably turn everything on the highest settings, like Elden Ring 2. But I just don't do it because I'm kind of paranoid that it's gonna blue screen on me. Blue screening as an experience is not very fun to have, so I'm kind of scarred from doing highest setting on a lot of the games I play. I really should, because I have a... was it 3060 now. Nostalgia shows in my head. SpongeBob's gonna be a lot of people's list. I can feel it. Oh, is this a sketch? Oh my god. Oh yeah, sorry, I put it on a different layer for this reason. I was surprised, like, wait, did I drew on the wrong layer? But no, I did this on purpose. Actually, no, just upgrade forehead. I think I already upgraded my computer. I mean, I could upgrade it further, but it's not gonna benefit anyone. By anyone, I mean myself. I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I think the current budget and what's already in it, I think is good enough for most things. This is why I didn't have PC for almost a year. Granted, that was also because I was just lazy about getting repaired, but... Oh, the monitor? No! This is an art monitor for a reason. It's for me to encourage myself to do art. I need to have a bad gaming experience so that I don't game too much. Okay? That's the whole experience in the nutshell. It has fantastic color but terrible refresh rate. No, the blue screen? No. Liv is talking about my tear in my screen that happens when I put the game without VSync. Honestly, why am I not turning on VSync? Why am I torturing myself? I should really enjoy my games. I gotta remember that I got a better PC now. Yeah, better PC. I think I need to erase some more space in here. Can't figure out quite where yet, because this one is actually makes sense on the right side. Actually, my computer recently blue screened when I booted up Somnia file. I can't figure out why I did that. Thankfully, it was off stream and not during stream. But it's kind of a pain. I actually want to... I'm gonna end stream in about 15 minutes, mainly because I want to eat food. I kind of woke up late today, so I didn't really get to eat my food before I stream. But I do have food here. I don't want to be an unprofessional streamer and eat food on stream. I am indeed human. And yeah, you know, Jerry, you can eat food on stream and share stream. No. I just don't want... I'm too self-conscious. I'm on camera eating. That's just not... That's not normal. Running a monitor with good color and good game performance was a real pain. I guess you gotta choose one or the other, right? I felt that the whole reason why I got this monitor in the first place is because my now second monitor, such bad coloring. Let me show you this piece. There's a piece I did for Halloween, and I did it on my old monitor, right? And the orange was just bleeding. I thought it was normal, but then a friend pointed out to me how bleeding the orange was. And then I looked on my phone like, wait a minute, why is this like so bad? Then I realized it's because this monitor wasn't meant for anything except for viewing purposes. Let's see if I still have it. I'm pretty sure I do. It was a Halloween piece I did for Genshin at one point. Oh my god. Look at that. What's wrong with this orange? This orange is doo-doo. On the old monitor, this was bad. Well, you know, the piece is pretty good, but then everything else is just like, ugh. I swear it looked like it was like pale orange. That's why I pumped up the saturation. Now I found out it was my fault all along. That's how bad the monitor was. It looked like it was washed out with watercolor. Now this is my fault. Right here. One day it won't be so orange. I installed new RAM and blue screen for the first time. That's pretty normal, isn't it? Most friends who put a PC together generally have a blue screen at least once before it runs smoothly for the rest of their lifetime. Food ASMR? No. Well, we are not watching you eat. You're not watching me eating, but the thought about the camera pointing at me while I'm eating just doesn't feel right. Just because it's complimentary. But no. I swear, I think I have a picture of it maybe in my server. It's been a long time, so probably not. Orange. How often do people mention orange as a color? I don't think I have it in my server. No. It's not because it's complimentary. It's precisely because it is saturated on obscene level. I have a literal clip of me eating on my YouTube now that I think about it. No, I mean it stands out even more because it's complimentary. Yeah, you're right about that. Complimentary colors do pop out more. But it's just... I don't know how to tell you except that it's just orange. What else is it? I was thinking about that because my roommate, my old roommate, you know, the one with purple short hair. Her hair is pretty saturated purple, wasn't it? That wasn't the color I intended for the longest time, but then one day when I got a new monitor, I realized, oh, this is my roommate's brand now. This is her hair color and everything. I thought we can just do art and then be good on our way, but then this happens. Okay, I think we got most of the colors down. Today was slow stream as per usual. I did put down the shadows too, so that was also really nice. We combined this together. I want to get the shadow on here. Let me see. Oh, oh, but the shadow, the lighting is pretty light. I want harsher, more defined shading and stuff. But this is okay for a start. This is a good base to work off of, in my opinion. I look forward to seeing how this piece play out. Skin tone looks a little, I want to say sickly, because I didn't think about the tone in the original base for this. Hold up. Let me turn this thing up to your saturation. Now it's green. A tinge of red, please. Wait, this... change this part here. This actually looks like she got sunburned. Because I accidentally selected it when I was selecting the skin tone. Well, it's not too bad of a color to have either. Let me just put it back on. Right, it shouldn't be too bad. My Ivysaur is so close to evolving. It's here close. Oh my god, we're talking about Pokemon Sleep now? Yes. I haven't talked about Pokemon Sleep on the stream for a while, but I did try to avoid talking about it. But I am in the Pokemon Sleep in Discord. People are there are so nerds about the data in that game. They're like, oh, you know, this Pokemon Nature where it lowers down the speed will affect your output by 28%. It's honestly very admirable because they care passionately about the Pokemon game. You know, very casual, maybe geared towards kids kind of game. But they're really passionate about it. I should focus more on it before, but I want to know Raichu. No, Raichu is a good Pokemon. He's one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. Stats matter in a sleeping game? It kind of does matter actually. Because you know how natures in Pokemon affect their performance output in the game as well? It also affects their sleeping output in the game for Pokemon Sleep. Oh, you know, they actually patched it out so that if you have Pokemon with nature where their EXP goes down, they give you 21 EXP instead of the usual 25 when you feed them candy. The best trait are the one where you get speed up, ingredient finding up, but speed up is the best trait you can have. The moment speed down, people will trash their Pokemon. Oh, actually, I was just talking about how how to describe this? When you catch a Pokemon in the main game series, do you look at their stats? Most people don't look at their Pokemon stat and will just think, ah, you know, it's a nice Raichu, I will keep it on my team. But there are people who sweat in Pokemon by looking at their base stats and maybe their IVs. Like their IVs, that's what I'm talking about. Their IVs and their nature. Because Pokemon nature, like Rash, Lonely, what else do they have? They have Brave, Adamant. Those actually affect the stats of your Pokemon too. Jolly, yes, Jolly's also another one. No, I like inventory and greeting up. Actually, inventory and greeting up is great if you have a ingredient Pokemon. Anyways, I don't want to nerd out too much on it because I'm in that server for too long now, and I like to keep it in that server. The moment I spill into it, it's game over. I used to play competitive. I never really played competitively. Oh, you know, I should get her an actual. Eye color set up because I haven't done that for this one. I was very much into competitive Pokemon for a while during late high school, early college. When you say competitive, does that mean you competed in competitions for Pokemon, or do you mean like just super into the stats, optimizing your min-maxing your Pokemon for a specific game style rather than for competitive gameplay with other people or tournaments? You're the only one I can nerd out to about Pokemon sleep because Vino doesn't sleep. It's okay. Most of my friends quit Pokemon after it wasn't for them. But I want to see my Pokemon evolve. I want to get my Snorlax to Master 20 one day. I might be playing it for a long time, which is really scary to think about. Please. It's true, I'm running on 2 hours sleep. What happened? 2 hours sleep? I play a lot of Pokemon Showdown. Pokemon Showdown! Oh! We should have Pokemon Showdown stream. I think that would be really fun. But I think you guys would be disappointed about how little I know about Pokemon. I know Pokemon, but it's been such a long time. Like I know that like Dragon is weak to ice and maybe Steel, but goddamn, it's been a long time. I was on Showdown too. I was on Showdown at one point, just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I just casually pop it up. So much so that we're level 3 friends now. Do you have your friend list filled up? Vivid? You should go to Pokemon Sleep Discord and add like 50 people so you can get like 50 pieces of candy. 50 meal tickets. You? I don't like joining Discords? What? What? That's like saying I don't like to be social on a social media platform. Actually, no, I kind of understand that feeling, right? I understand that feeling a lot. Why is your skin like... Did I not properly color in the skin? Oh, yeah, I actually did not. I didn't select it, that's why. That's why. I'm inside the eye color yet, honestly. Do like a cool blue or red. Red be kind of... that's okay too. I realized I would have to actually go through the trouble of breeding for perfect IV and trading for perfect IV. I wanted to... I don't like breeding in Pokemon. I understand it was like... I was always curious about that because when I was young, I would be like... I would walk past the breeding center because it was like not useful for me. Like, why would I want like another Geodude when I already have a Geodude on my team? But then as I got older, I realized it's because people want to build the perfect Pokemon through breeding and stuff. The thought of almost trying to breed like a near perfect IV and EV would probably stress me out too much. Stranger danger. What are they gonna do? I haven't been in danger. They've been helping me out with Pokemon Sleep. I always forget Discord exists. Here? What? You know, Ayok, you're very interesting because in this age, everyone has Discord. At least on the gamer side of things, right? Not being social on social media is my memo. There's like 1 or 2 people I keep consistent contact with on Twitter. And I don't talk to anyone on Insta. I get sent memes from few people on my Insta. I feel bad because I check it like periodically, maybe once a month, but then I see the memes pile up. I do get to them, but guys, friends, families, please. I'm not too crazy on that social media site. The place I'm most active in right now is like YouTube. My YouTube is surprisingly the most active place I'm in. I should be more active, honestly. I should be more active on my community tab. That's like my new social media platform right there. I like it a lot. I can just shout into the void, be like, guys, I'm Groot. And then there'll be people like, I am Groot in the YouTube chat. I kind of like YouTube commenting in community tabs a lot because it feels like it matters in a way. When I switched from Twitch to YouTube, I realized like, oh, I got comment under my video and it's there forever. And it's cool because on Twitch, you don't really get a comment system on your VODs or anything. You get the chat system and that's it. But seeing a comment underneath one of my videos or VOD is... honestly... makes me really happy. Very interesting to me. I gave up breeding when I got shiny Eevee with the worst IVs in nature. I got sad. No! Ain't got time for breeding unless it's in real life. Oh, ayo! Ayo, Vivid? Sheesh! Wait. I can't properly express myself. I gotta toss an emote into the chat. That was so... That was fire. I think it's because me and my core friend group never moved on from Facebook Messenger, so we just talk on there, lama. That's okay. All of my core friend group, we actually all moved to Discord. We were on Kick, the KICK Messenger, and then we moved to Skype because I had a call feature. Then we moved on to Discord eventually in like 2016, and that's where everything has been for me. Damn, wholesome talk when talking about breeding, Lamau. I'm sorry. When I think about Pokemon breeding, I don't even think about how the Pokemon came about. I just think, dang, they produced another Pokemon through cloning. Two core friends wanted to leave Facebook, so I'm on Discord from... I had that thought recently. Oh my god, I had this thought. I was thinking, man, I probably should delete my Facebook. I want to keep it for like a memento's sake. But I just think that... when's the last time I looked down Twitter, you know? I just haven't done that. Okay, classic red eyes, black hair. Black hair mid. Red hair, black hair. Jueri, Facebook exists, everyone search Kappa. Oh no! I'm so antisocial on Facebook because I have no posts. I have not even my face as a picture. I have like a random Shiba probably. Maybe I shouldn't say too much. Well, basically, I'm so antisocial and I'm antisocial on social media, Facebook of all places, because Facebook came into my life when I was like a middle schooler maybe. I don't like sharing my life because there's nothing for me to share. People love, you know, on Instagram I see classmates loving to post like where they went to on trip, their partners, the partner and them breaking up, then a new partner. Like people like to share that aspect of themselves. But for me, I'm just like, if people care enough about that part of me, they can ask me about it. Or I just tell people who matters too. Now she's a vampire? What? How could you insult me like that? I have the ban hammer ready. Who wouldn't use this Facebook anymore? I think for a lot of people it's a time capsule. You'd be surprised, bro. People like... you'd be surprised because I use Snapchat once a blue moon. And I see like people from high school using it. I'm like, what are you doing on Snapchat? But they have people on Snapchat that you want to talk to probably. I found no use of Facebook after high school. Yeah, good job. Good for you. When I've said it better myself, people who need to know about my life are people I still talk to. Yeah, right? Well, I guess the whole reason why people post on Instagram is to get followers and likes. But to get followers and likes on my real life aspect kind of makes me... I don't know. I just don't think I want to be that sort of focus for people. Or I just do art and then have that be the focus of my stuff. Not me directly. Oh, she looks like a vampire? Oh, sorry. I took offense when I shouldn't have. Haha, it showed my insecurities. I know the me you see on screen is very, very pale. I didn't think about it, to be honest, until someone's like, oh, Jueri, I can't see you. Generic vampire anime girl. To be honest, I didn't really have much planning going this piece, so I didn't really have an idea. Jueri got the defensive call a vampire. Of course. How could I not? How often do you think I touch grass? Not enough. Oh my god. Didn't enter my car until she was invited in. I can't intrude on people, okay? That's just how it is. That's just how it is. For context, I met Mino and Vivid one time in real life, and like I didn't enter the car because I wasn't sure if it was the car that entered into. No, I did enter your car. What do you mean? I didn't ask you even. I just entered in. I entered in like it was my own place. What? What are you on about? Oh. I actually wanted to make the whites whiter, but I don't know how to do that. Oh, I know what. What's RD? Pretty light. It's better color contrast anyways. Alright, I'm gonna just save this right now. I pressed save as by accident. Whoops. I bet you're scared of sunlight, Kappa? I actually need sunlight. I know that because I'm taking vitamin D supplements. I actually do need sunlight. I'm an idiot. I didn't know this until the doctor pulled me aside earlier this year. I was like, hey, you know, the levels for your vitamin D should be about like 25 or 20 or something. Should be above 20, in the range of 20 to 30. She's like, you're at 18 right now. I'm like, oh. You get your vitamin D's. It's very important, guys. I sat there and watched the awkward interaction happen. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. It was not awkward. Okay. I shall illustrate the scene to people who are now really confused about this. Okay, so here, let me illustrate this real quick before I end the stream. There was a car, right? Just pretend this is a car. I'm driving a car really quick. And Vivid wasn't here, and then Vino was like, he's a passenger, right? And then this is Vivid. Then here's my mom, Mama Haan out here, and then here's me about to go into the car. And what happened was Vivid. Okay, I touched the car door, right? I touched the car door. And then for some reason Vivid came out and then he stopped there. He stopped there as he got the car. And I was like, do I go in? I go in. But then I see my mom. My mom was about to like go up to me, maybe say hello to Vivid, but Vivid got his car, so she just stopped in her track. It was a whole miscommunication. My intention was to get in the car and then leave. Vivid wanted to open the car door for me, or maybe he wanted to greet my mom, but he couldn't do either of that, so he got out of his car and he went back in quietly afterwards. And Mama Haan, I think she wanted to see Vivid, but Vivid got outside his car, so it was already good. She saw his face and that was it. And so I stopped briefly and just went in the car. Vivid came out a car fully and he went back in. My mom just walked forward a little bit and just backtracked a lot when she saw Vivid. Looks like boba time? probably not coming back by the time you're done, so thanks for stream. That's okay. Thank you for stopping by a bit. Have fun with my story time. That's mostly it. It was just a very awkward cowboy send-off you'll see in movies, you know? But everyone here had good intention, maybe just not on the same page. That's basically just a short version of it. The whole interaction itself was awkward for maybe 10 seconds. But personally, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, it is now time to end stream. We hit our 2.5 hour mark. Personally, I'm kind of running out of steam because I haven't eaten quite yet. But I hope you guys had a good one this stream. It was really fun. This stream, even though we were doing art, we also did a tier list. Or I didn't do a tier list. We did a list of our childhood games. And it was really nice to see how everyone tastes kind of differed. There were some similarities, but surprisingly, you guys had a lot more in common with each other than maybe with me. I am the least gamer of gamers out there. Thank you for stream. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. Okay, let me actually remove that unpin that message. It's not relevant anymore. Okay. Hope you guys have a good one. And see you guys tomorrow. What do we have tomorrow? Oh, we have Mario Kart tomorrow, don't we? It's my first time tomorrow we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's gonna be the first time for me to stream a console game, especially a Nintendo title. So we'll see how that pans out. Hopefully it's a smooth sailing. I don't need to do anything and I should be okay. Fun stream. Thank you. Thank you, Yoke, and thank you, Chile. See you guys tomorrow. Also, do you guys know if in Mario Kart 8, if you can invite people and then fill in the extra space with other people? Because tomorrow maybe I might be driving against strangers I'm okay with, but if people join, I don't know if we can do like a mixture of friends and stranger. I want to say I'm good at Mario Kart, but then I don't think... I press on the accelerator and only the accelerator, but for some reason I still end up like last place. How does that even happen? Someone make it make sense for me, because maybe I'm not a good driver. Okay, see you guys. Bye-bye. Bye. I never played online, only offline with friends. Wow, you got IRL friends to play with. I see, I see. You're a bad driver. No, you're a fine driver. Don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I'm still bad at racing too. I'll get better.